Hi, I've decided to join in with, well, it's not a collab for me, it's a collab between, let me get these names right, it is Tammy Powley from Peacecraft Dolls. I've got this written down, I'm hoping I'm going to get this right, and from Marna at Dolls Rescue. Now, it's actually sort of a little competition between the two of them, so I'll pop, well, I'm going to pop all the links in anyway, but have a look at their sites and you can sort of vote what you think and choose which collection you like the best, or which doll you like, or whether you've done a video. You can pop in some information as well to say you've done one. If you pop the hashtag in, I'll get the hashtag right, but again, if I get it wrong, it will be in the link below. It is Doll Flapper Challenge, because it's the Roaring 20s flapper dress. Now, I know that covers so many different styles, but I think some of us sort of imagine a certain style. I'm sure this is more like the party outfit that I've definitely made. It's not something somebody would be walking around on a regular basis. So I've decided, I'm just checking I've got all the information down. I have. The rest of us, obviously Marna and Tammy are doing it, as I say, as a sort of competition, little contest, just for fun. And the rest of us can just join in, again, just purely for fun. We're not being judged. We're just doing it because we like the idea of it and we want to share it with other people, and we all want to watch each other's as well, because it's great fun. It really is. It's lovely watching everybody's videos. Now, a lot have gone for Blythes, they've gone for Barbies, they've gone for all sorts of dolls. I actually decided to go for partially Blythe. I've done a midi Blythe, but also my Cindy, because my vintage Cindy's are perhaps something I collect more than anything else. Those and the Smart Dolls are my biggest. I say that, but the others are slowly creeping up in quantity. So just a quick look at what they look like now. So here is Cindy. Now, I'm hoping you can see it properly from there. I'm never quite sure with the camera, because I can't see myself because the camera's the opposite way around. And I video myself, so it's sometimes a little bit difficult to check whether I've got it in the right place. Now, this is a crochet outfit that I have completely made. Even this is crocheted. The little bag is crocheted, so it's a real mixture. So I want to show you that. I really, really enjoyed this. This was more, it was for me. This was making something for me, and I thoroughly enjoyed doing it. I mean, I am so pleased with her. This is Molly, so we can call her Thoroughly Modern Molly, not Millie, but this is my Molly. So she's one of the first ones I got as an adult collector. I mean, I had Cindy's when I was younger, but this is the first one I got as an adult collector, because like all of us, we got rid of them, didn't we, when we were younger. Oh, I wish I'd kept them all. So that's the first one we're going to look at. So I'm going to pop her down for a second. And the second one is my little midi Blythe. Now, the stand's a bit wobbly because it's one of my other midis, the proper midi I've got. This is a little fakey midi. And this is what she's got. She's got a real sort of cute little sort of fringy dress again. A little bit of marabou to sort of make it sort of a nice evening outfit. So I don't know again how, I don't want to blur it. We'll have a proper look at them in a second. I'm also going to take some photographs, although the weather is absolutely appalling. So I'm going to have to find somewhere in the house I can take these photos with good enough light to get some decent photos. So she has no shoes, unfortunately, because I don't have any shoes to fit her. I've got some boots, but I didn't think that went quite with the outfit. But there's sort of a reason I've kept those shoes off, which I will show you when we go top down to have a little look at both these girls. Let me see if I can pick them both up. They're both on stands at the moment. And we'll have a thorough look at what I actually did and what I didn't do. And hope you enjoy it, really. Like I always say, if you do enjoy my channels, please like, subscribe and share. And please pop in that hashtag to look at everybody else's. I've not had time to look yet. I'm a little bit late to the game. I think most people have probably put theirs up already. So I've probably got like a good hour or so of viewing time to look at everybody else's. But it's been great fun. I don't always manage to sort of fit time in to do these sort of challenges and things that they do. But yeah, I've loved doing this one. One of my favourite eras. So I'll see you in a second top down, and we'll have a proper look at these little girls. So I'll see you in a second. Hi, let's actually have a look at a little bit of detail that I did, because as I said, this was an absolute labour of love. I love the era. I love working with beads. I was able to put everything I enjoy doing put together, which is not something I get to do very often. Quite often I end up having to concentrate just on the crochet and things like that. And I do miss sort of doing little embellishments and working with beads and felts. I know there's no felts in these. Straightening your legs, that looks a bit weird. So it gave me a chance to sort of have a good play around with everything. Now, as I mentioned, this is a collab with Tammy Powley from Peace Craft Dolls. I always get that mixed up, so that's why I've written it down. And Marna from Dolls Rescued. Links will be below, and the hashtag is dollflapperchallenge. For those two, it's a little contest. For us, it's just a fun challenge. So if you've got a doll like this that you've already got, you could pop a little video on, pop a little photo on Instagram, anything like that, just to join in with the fun so we can all see what each other do. As long as we put that hashtag dollflapperchallenge, it should pick it up. I'm always a bit nervous about doing that, whether it will pick it up or not, but it seems to do. Who do I start with? I'm going to start with Cindy. Because this is the one I was originally going to do, and then this one came through earlier than I expected from AliExpress, and I thought her hair was perfect. That's why I went for this one. But let's have a look at Cindy. As I say, this is a completely crocheted outfit, so I'm going to take that off. We will take her necklace off as well and have a look. Now, the dress here, as you can see, is crocheted. So you've got a little belt here, you've got a little matching embellishment top and bottom. Again, this is crocheted. This isn't. This is a little bit of braid that I had that I just cut to size to sort of make, rather than have a feather, I just wanted it to sort of be sort of a little bit more ornate, so that's why I did that. When I made the dress, I decided to make it a little bit risque. It's a proper evening dress, I think. So we've got some little beads there, and then I obviously handed all the beading around the bottom, which again, it was just pure pleasure. I just really enjoyed doing it. At the back, I decided to do sort of beaded straps there. So she's got a little bit of beading there. And the belt sort of, it's not attached, you can take it off. So we've got that. So I was really pleased. I thought Molly had the perfect hair as well, so I could sort of curl her hair around a bit. In fact, I think she's going to be staying in this outfit for a while because I was so pleased with the finished result. I wasn't quite sure what style dress. I was thinking just a straight dress. And it just evolved, and I decided to do sort of a little bit more of a strappy number. Made a little bag just to go with. It's just a simple circle. It's two circles, two crochet circles sewn together and a few beads. So that was a nice and simple one to do. And then the actual sort of, I can't think of the word, boa. Now, I suppose I sort of cheated with this one because this is marabou, so it's already done like this. But this is actually some crocheted eyelash yarn that I got. So I knew I'd got this fluffy yarn. It is really difficult to crochet with. If you do more than maybe 2 rows or rounds, you will regret it because you cannot see. Oh, it's got a little bit of feather there. I've had all feathers out deciding what colours, but this is what I ended up with. That was a turquoise one. I didn't use that one. But yeah, at this, just doing maybe 1 row. So it was a chain and 1 row of double crochets. And I thought it just worked just enough to give her that added luxury to her outfit. And of course, she's got to have some beads. Now, these are actually vintage Cindy beads. You may have seen me when I did an opening. I got a little tiny jewellery box, Cindy one. And in it, which was very lucky because quite often the pieces are missing, there was 3 necklaces. There was a gold one and 2 beaded ones. But this one with it in plain, it meant I didn't have to mess about beading up another string. So I sort of cheated when I got to that point because I knew I had that. So I was really, really over the moon. And she's just got some basic Cindy shoes. But yes, she's going to be staying in that a while because I'm really, really pleased. And I think it sort of suits her look as well. I do think she looks cute. Now let's move on to this little midi. As I said, a little bit of cheating because this was a little bit of actually just leftover marabou. There you go, that I had from something else, and I've obviously just cut a little bit off, and like we all do if we're crafters, we keep bits and bobs, and I'm so pleased I did because with her hair being purple, or lilac bob, I think the purple went perfectly. So I just trimmed a bit of that off and stuck it inside her headband as well. And these are actually, I'm revamping a tutu for my granddaughter at the moment for a competition she's going to be doing. And we bought it second hand and we didn't really like some of the colourings and designs. So we started taking it apart. But these were on it and I took them off. I didn't think they went with what she had, but I'm so pleased I kept them. I just cut them all off and popped them in a tin. And then I went, that's it, perfect, because we've got this little Aurora Borealis colour in there. So it picks up the lilac and the purples and the blues perfectly. Now, I've done the little dress like a lot of people have done. Let me try and straighten her out. It's just a little bit of fringing. And this, I'm just going to grab some fringing. This is it. The only thing is with this, when you cut it, you do have to be careful because, watch, Let's just pull a few out. That can happen if you're not careful. It can come undone, so you've got to be really careful, or maybe use a bit of spray. I can't speak. Fray stay glue, or if worst comes to worst, even a bit of super glue, which I have actually used in this case. I don't like using glue, but there's a time when glue is required, and that's what it was. Now, I said she's got no shoes on, but I tell you why it doesn't matter, because this is her little dress, but she's planning on doing some partying. She's going to a party where there's a pool. So she's made her dress so we can unvelcro it, and she has her little swimming costume. She is ready for a swim. I know she needs to take her headband off as well, I think. But this is all I did with the fringing. I've got a little bit of fray in there that needs cutting off. I'll sort that out later. But basically, it's 2 pieces of ribbon. I stitched on the ribbon at each end. Then this is the sort of Velcro that you can, you see I've had super glue because it's on my fingers. This is the sort of Velcro that you can actually stick on. We bought it for cosplay. I don't like it for large things because if it gets warm, it can unstick. It goes all gooey. And also it doesn't hold things particularly strong. But for something this tiny, the stick-on Velcro is great. So let me get these fringes back in place. The little swimming costume is a little crocheted one that I've done. And I thought, you know, sort of slightly lower in the legs, sort of a little bit more of a vintage one. She could have done with a bit of bling, but I couldn't work out how to do it underneath the fringing without it showing through. That's why I didn't do any. So all we got to do, she decides she wants to get out of the pool. She fancies going for a glass of champagne there. And we can fasten her up. And she's sort of decent, a little bit on the risque here, but I do think it looks quite cute. And I am really pleased. As I say, she's a little AliExpress one that I've got recently. I got her and another one together, and they both came really quickly, actually. I'm really, really pleased with her. I just think, I don't know, I actually think she's prettier than an original one. I shouldn't say that really, should I? But I do think she's got a cute little face. It's a little bit more childish, perhaps. And there's me putting her in a risque swimming costume. That's not good. But yeah, she's got a sweeter face, shall we call it, because she is sweet. She's a good girl. So I'm really pleased with that one. So there she goes. So let's pop both girls together. They're both going out. I think Cindy will make sure, well, Cindy is Molly. Cindy is the brand. This is my Molly. I think she'll make sure that they both behave. But that was it. Just a bit of fun. Have a bit of a collaboration. If you've got one, I'd love to see pictures. I can't wait to sit down and actually I need a cup of tea, a couple of biscuits. Well, maybe a bit more than a couple of biscuits, but I need some biscuits to sit down and watch everybody's, because I, as I say, absolutely adore this era, and I'm so, so proud of what I've actually produced. I just think it worked. These collabs do happen, so if you do look on particularly Marna's page, you will see if she's doing them with other people. Sometimes there's just a challenge where we've got the Dolls Gone Goth challenges and things like that, but there's usually sort of a listing somewhere of what's going off. I know I've missed a couple, which I just ran out of time basically, but this time I managed to get these done, although this has only literally been finished about an hour ago, as I say, hence the super glue on my fingers. If you enjoyed my videos, please pop a like there. Please subscribe if you enjoy watching them as well. Pop over to the other channels, check out these links, and I'll see you all very soon. I've got some more crochet coming up. I've got a couple of other dolly bits and pieces as well to do. And I'm the one that's waffling today. This has really been thrown together because I'd lost track of time and I didn't realise it was the 28th today. So I've had to rush this a little bit. So thank you so much for watching and persevering with me there. And I'll see you all very soon. So bye-bye for now.